Like some Monster Jam YouTubers, I myself have decided I'm going to do predictions for the brand new 2024 Monster Jam season. All the champions of the series and even the World Finals champions. And other interesting predictions. And the full, basically results will be shown at the end for everything. So with that being said, let's get into it. For my first prediction, Brandon Vincent will win Arena West series. Not gonna lie, it's not very competitive. Actually, Arena West is probably the weakest series out of all the series out there. No offense to Tony or Dalton, but I just don't see them being really even close to championship contenders or even contenders at all. Unless Brandon makes a mistake or the truck breaks, I think Brandon's got this locked up. He's a world racing champion, so shouldn't be that easy, and he's absolutely dominant in the arenas. Speaking of other arena drivers, Weston Anderson will win Arena Central Series. Yeah, we know about Weston Anderson. He's become another Gravedigger god, and he is that type of driver. And really, the Central is also not really that competitive as well. It's better than the West, but not by much. Really, though, Weston has become one of the best young drivers into this series, into Monster Jam for a while. However, he will not be alone. It'll be just slightly more difficult for Weston than Brandon. That's because, number 3, Jamie Sullivan will be Weston's closest competitor. I know, but here's the thing. I think we will see a major increase and a great performance by Jamie Sullivan in the Monster Dalmatian. As we saw in the second half this year, not only in the stadiums and arenas, she also ran well in the Superstar Challenge and won the first full-on event. And I feel like she definitely can challenge Weston this year. Now, she will not win it, and it still won't be close, but she will give Weston a nice run for his money. Now, another one that's in Arena Central, another gal, is Brianna Mahan. Now, she returns after being on the sidelines for 3.5 years, since 2019. How will she do? Well, my prediction is she will be rather quiet, similar to kind of how Lindsay Reed's season will be. Although with a little bit less competition, it'll probably be slightly better result than what Lindsay put up. However, I still feel like she will get some wins, although it won't be that good of a year. She's trying to get back into Monster Jam and driving trucks that she hasn't done in, 3.5 years by instance. Anyways, first hot take of the year. Jamie Sullivan wins Rising Star Award. I know you guys may be thinking, what about Chris Kohler? Well, here's the thing. Chris Kohler should not only win Rookie of the Year, but Rising Star. Because, he's already a Rising Star. We know this. And it's not going to be close. Admittedly, if he didn't win Rising Star this year, which he probably didn't, he'll probably win this year. But I'm going to go crazy, and this will be my crack type of prediction. But I feel like, though, in serious note, Jamie Sullivan is been improving very well and will probably be the most improved driver out of anybody in the field. And I think she could probably fit into the Monster Dalmatian fold, similar to Cynthia Gauthier and Candice Jolly. Now, Arena East. Here's another one that made people for some reason think that I'm going to be crazy for it. Cody Saucier wins Arena East. Yes, I know. People say, Cody Saucier doesn't give a crap. He doesn't care. Here's the thing. Cody Saucier is Cody Saucier, and he is that type of driver. He's had some off years lately, but considering he's still in the Arena Championship, even though it's the most competitive, he's still that great driver. And he's going to win this series in the division. He's going to. And here's the thing. You know what? I'll risk it. I'll take a punishment of eating paper if he doesn't win it. Because here's the thing. I don't think it's not just going to happen. I don't predict it. I guarantee it's going to happen. However, not without some major stiff competition. Saucier and Castro will have a war for the championship, as Arena East is pretty much probably the most competitive championship. Armando Castro is looking a very good mold as a future El Toro Loco driver and someone who could eventually even go into the stadiums, considering he's that type of driver who looks like he could fit in the El Toro Loco. And he's put on some incredible performances and great performances, not only in the arenas, but in the stadiums, and put on a great performance in the World Finals as well. So ultimately, would not be shocked if Castro, though, did win the championship, but I don't think it's going to happen. Now it's time for the new enemy of the Gravedigger, Yinzer. Yeah, it's been a long year and a long time of this been happening, really since she first got in it. But yeah, how will Kristen really do? Well, Kristen will do about as well as you could think Kristen would do in the Arena Series. Basically the same as last year. No real contention, nothing, just boring. Undeserving of a World Finals slot, even though she will get because her last name and what she's driving. But seriously, it's just going to be a bad year. Now let's head to the stadiums. Our ninth, Tyler Menega wins Stadium East. I know, but seriously, Tyler Menega is really starting to look like the best digger driver there is. And he proved it last year, and honest God, I will admit right now, last year I did not think he'd be able to really take on Ryan Anderson at all. But he not only took him on, he beat him. So now we've been needing him to take on Tom Meents. And that's what we're finally getting. Ultimately, though, I still think Tyler Menega will be able to win the championship. I mean, we saw many runs, including Seattle, and the Superstar Challenge especially, and also Indianapolis. He is world class, and he's one of the best drivers in Mach right now. Speaking of Tom Meents, though, Meents will be Menega's closest competitor. I think we all know that, obviously, Tom Meents is in his last season, and it still doesn't feel right, like it's happening, but it is. However, the professor is that. He's gonna profess everything, and he's gonna be Menega's closest competitor. I don't think it'll be a straight up battle, but he will be the one who will give Menega a run for his money. This is something we've been wanting to see. We want to see Tyler Menega take on the professor, and we're getting it. Ultimately, I still think we'll see Tom Meents do Tom Meents things, including abuse his truck like he does every year. Now, here's an interesting thought that will be brought into the series as well. Bryce Kenny will have a career year. Bryce Kenny has been on the rise over the past years and has definitely taken long developments. 2022 was a great year as he won multiple events and came close to winning more, only being outdone by Adam. But here's the thing though. I think Bryce Kenny will have a great year, and while I don't think he'll be a part of the main two battles, he'll be pretty much best of the rest, I believe, in the East. Now, obviously, you may be thinking, well, how could this be a career year? Well, you'll see down, way down in this prediction video. Todd LeDuc will have a more improved season. Last year, at least in 2023, Todd LeDuc struggled in the Megalodon. Although he did get some quality wins in Miami and Jacksonville, whether or not he deserved it or not, it wasn't the most ideal. Although the World Finals, he did put on a great run. However, how will Todd do this year? I feel like Todd will have a much improved season and be more consistent and not struggle as bad. I feel like that's how it is. Todd LeDuc is that. He's just him. And Todd LeDuc is just not human. I mean, dude competed not only in the World Finals, but at another event the same day pretty much. However, someone who will not avoid the struggle bus, or at least struggle, and one that'll be interesting, is Lindsey Reed. Now, Lindsey Reed last season put on a fairly mid-year last year. It was her first year in driving. However, I don't know whose idea it was to put her in the stadiums. Although they need someone for the Lucas Oil Stabilizer, don't think she probably should have been the one there, but we can let bygones be bygones. However, how will she perform? Will she be able to be on par with people and be okay, or will she absolutely drown in the field? That second option is what I'm choosing. Lindsey Reed will struggle mightily this year, and she will be the lowest placing person in all divisions to get a World Finals invite. Yeah, I know, world champion, even though, again, like Kristen, should not be in the World Finals. Number 14, prediction. Ryan Anderson wins Stadium Tour West. Yes, Ryan Anderson is Ryan Anderson. He does things his way and has always done it his way for his whole career. He's been wild behind the wheel. He's at the wild child syndrome, and it doesn't matter. And I could go over the dude's career, but like, you've already seen it. We all know it. However, considering the way it is, he's not going to be alone, and it will be a hard-fought battle. Ryan, Adam, and Candom will have a war all the way to the end of the tour. As I see the top three, these are three of the best drivers in the tours right now. Adam Anderson is fresh off winning the Red Tour, and Candom Murphy came runner-up. However, the thing with Candom is he never seems to win any of the big type events, the Superstar Challenges, Tour Championships, or World Finals. He's always very good. However, for other reasons, he just cannot win the big events. And I feel like that's going to start going around Candom Murphy's entire career. As for Adam, he will give Ryan a great run, and it will come down to the last event of the year. However, I just don't think Adam will be able to get his younger brother out of the championship. Then again, it could go wrong, but we'll have to see. It's going to be a great battle. The West Tour is going to be a great tour. Jim Kohler will win at least one freestyle. I know, but seriously though, I think it's about time we see Mr. Excitement finally get a freestyle win after a long while. We all know Jim Kohler had a much improved season in 2023. Runs like in Seattle, San Antonio, and Los Angeles. We saw some incredible runs overall. And I think this year, and even in the Superstar Challenge, he came runner-up in the freestyle. I think it's about time we see Jim Kohler back in freestyle win, holding up the trophy. Maybe he'll give us a nice little scream show. I don't know, but we'll see. Nick Pagliaro will make his first World Finals main field appearance. After how last year went, I'm shocked Nick did not make it, honestly. With wins in Syracuse and Tampa, and should have been Miami, he had an incredible year. The problem was the truck just couldn't hold together long enough in other competitions or in racing or tool skills. However, he did make it into the high jump competition, although was not in the winner's circle. However, this year, he should make the main field. I mean, I have him good enough, and he will probably make the full World Finals field. At least he should. However, while Nick may make it, there's two who will not, who in my opinion probably should, but will not. However, will be in the alternate of high jump and tool skills. They are Jamie Sullivan and Brianna Mahan. They will be in the World Finals high jump and tool skills. Who will be in high jump? I think Brianna Mahan would probably be better for high jump and tool skills. I mean, we'll see what Jamie Sullivan's got up her sleeve. But I mean, it'll be fun. Although, in my opinion, one or both probably should be in the main field over two others I've already mentioned before. Now, our world champions. Who will be our world champions? Your world racing champion is Bryce Kinney and the Great Clips Molecular. Bryce Kinney, I told you guys before, Bryce Kinney's going to have a career year. This is going to be that year. And he will win his first championship, the first championship for the pretty much Escalade Molecular truck ever. Even though we wish George could have got one. However, Bryce Kinney is very good. He's very good behind the wheel and great driver. Now for high jump. Who will win high jump? We all know who the sentimental favorite is, and I'm choosing the sentimental favorite. Maybe he can shave off about 100,000 pounds off the truck. Yeah, it's Jim Kohler in the Avenger. I mean, the dude can get enough air. If he can just get applied enough chassis to run, he could probably win it. And again, high jump is that. It's not really that legitimate. It's just more luck-based and actual any skill. Unless you got rain, then it may work. Your tool skills champion in his final year of competition will be Tom Entz and Max Stee. The guy who pretty much created this competition. The professor will get one more championship to add to the ring. As a, I believe, 15-time world champion, he will retire from competition. I mean, Tom Entz is that. He can just do stuff that no one else has. He's done it for 30 years. And he'll do it again next year. Who wins the World Freestyle Championship? The one that I will hopefully, if things go right, be able to commentate. Well, like the prodigal son, and how the prophecy reads out, he becomes the youngest world champion by a couple months and beats out his older brother as world champion. Weston Anderson is your world freestyle champion. Like he should have been last year. But all things desired, he probably, either him or Colton could have easily won that last year. This year, Weston gets the World Freestyle Championship. And I'm not just joking. Weston has been great. Honest to God, they need to expand to a third stadium tour. If they ever do expand to a third stadium tour, he's the one you need to elevate up to stadium. He's good enough, and we love him. I mean, Weston is just great. He's up there and has a chance to become the best out of all the Anderson boys. And if he is able to win the World Championship freestyle here, he is officially better than Adam and Ryan, both. So there are my predictions. However, I'm also going to place my World Finals full field prediction. As you guys saw, Brandon Mahan and Jamie Sullivan will not be in the field, but who are going to be in the field? They are Tyler Manigan and Gravedigger, Tom Ensign Max D, Bryce King, Great Clips Mark Warrior, Tristan Eagle and JCB Diatron, Todd LeDuc and Megalodon, Cole Bernard in the Black Opera, John Gordon in the Bad Company, Nick Pagliaro in the Kraken, Ryan Dishroom and Shaker, Lindsey Reed and Lucas Oil Stabilizer, Ryan Harrison and Son of a Digger, Adam Harrison and Gravedigger, Cannon Murphy and Bakugan Dragonoid, Barry Musar and Zombie, Corey Rummel and the Megalodon, Colt Stevens and Thunderosaurus, Chris Kohler and Motsuma, Caleb Lund Soldier of Fortune, Jim Kohler and Avenger, Cody Saucier and Dragon, Armando Castro and El Logo, Christian Anderson and Gravedigger, Brandon Vincent and Gravedigger, and Weston Anderson and Gravedigger. Whew, that was a lot, but those are the main 24 in the main field. Anyways, those are my predictions, and yeah, these will probably age like shit, but that's why I do this, so I can get clowned on. And also my opinions on certain Gravedigger drivers I will not name. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see y'all next time.